Hello, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, you wonderful, wonderful souls and awakening wonders. So, Reiki, it's amazing. It really, really is. And it gives us everything we need. If you don't know who I am, I'm a Reiki master, Reiki teacher, Reiki practitioner in the UK, in England, and I'm also a hypnotherapist. I also practice EFT, Indian head massage, and I'm a meditation teacher and coach. But today I want to talk a little bit, just a quick video, all being well, about Reiki and about the power that we find within Reiki and the silence that we find and the peace that we find and the answers that come from that peace, that inner stillness. I often work with clients that they're wanting to discover something, within them, and they're not sure where to look or how to find it. The beautiful thing about Reiki is what it does, it helps you relax so much. And very, very recently, a couple of new clients that I've been working with in person. And what's been remarkable, it's not remarkable because I'm aware of how powerful the Reiki is anyway. But what's remarkable and what they found remarkable was how chilled and how quiet and how peaceful the Reiki was and how relaxed they were and how they go into this wonderful state, this theta state within the mind, and it's somewhere between, we always describe it as somewhere between sleeping and being awake. It's that nice, just chilled, zen, peaceful state that we can go into, and that is where you go to within your Reiki session. And it's a very, very healing place to be. It's the same as when you go into hypnosis. When you go into hypnosis, you're relaxed, you're taken down. There's a reason why a lot of these healing modalities take us to a healing place, to a relaxed place, because that relaxation of mind, the relaxation of the body, the relaxation of your whole energy system, that is where the healing is taking place. And what's happening when you're in those places? So what is happening is your nervous system is calming down, your stress levels are reducing, your blood pressure is lowering to the safe level that it needs to be at. And when all these things start to lower and reduce and soften, what happens then is wonderful things start happening internally, and you start releasing toxins. Your endocrine system kicks in. It starts to shift stuff that you don't need out of your body. So many people, when they've had a Reiki session, they need to go to the loo straight away afterwards. They need to go and have a wee or whatever they need to do because they're flushing the system. You also need to drink plenty of water after your Reiki session because you're flushing the stuff through. But that's not what I want to talk about. I will get to subject. It's just I'm so passionate about Reiki and I love Reiki so much. But what happens is when we go into these peaceful places and everything's relaxed, everything's reduced, your nervous system's calmed down, your stress levels have calmed down, you start forgetting about the issue at hand that you've come with. You start forgetting about that because you then become open. You become openly aware of so much more. And then what happens is you'll start feeling or hearing or sensing something that you need to do to resolve that issue. The message comes to you through your Reiki session, whether it's in person or distance. You will get the message personally. You will get the feeling. You will get the indication. This is what I need to do. There's a lady that I've started working with quite recently in person, and I travel to her because her mobility isn't very good. She's got not very good, she can't get about very well, so she's quite local. She's about half an hour's drive away. So I said, you know what, it'll be easier for me to come to you. So I go to her, and she's had one session so far, and she's never had Reiki before, didn't know what it was about, but she's tried other holistic practices. She's tried homeopathy, she goes for massages and this, that and the other, but she wanted to try Reiki. So I went down and she didn't know what to expect, so I explained the whole process to her. So all you got to do is just close your eyes, just relax, and I'll just work around your body. I'll move to various parts of your body, energy centers, just where I feel drawn to, and you'll just feel the heat from my hands going into that area, and you'll just receive the healing because you become very, very relaxed. And she's been very sort of stressed out about her mobility, about her legs, because she's always been quite active, and she's always had issues, started having issues with her legs and getting about, and she's never had that issue before, and so she wants to explore the reasons why. So she's bought all this equipment to try and be more active, to do more stuff. She's got like a treadmill, and she's got this, she's got like resistance bands, she's got weights. She tries to move as much as she can, even though she's got these issues. And then I'd finished the session with her, and she was laid there, and she looked like a renewed. She did look like a renewed person. She looked so peaceful and so relaxed. Just laid there when I'd finished. She had her eyes closed, and she looked 5-10 years younger. She looked, and everyone does when they come out of a Reiki session. They always look younger. They always look more vibrant and peaceful. It's just a wonderful energy to be in. And I said, "How are you feeling?" She said, "Oh, so relaxed." And she said, when you started the session, she said, "I think I've been too stressed out about my mobility, and I think I need to relax more." That's the message that she got. So how amazing is that that's the message that she got for her. And I said, well, that's the feeling that you're getting for you. So go with that and see how it works for you. And every session that you have of Reiki, every session will be different. You will always receive something different every time, because you're receiving exactly what you need at that precise moment. And because we're constantly changing, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly healing, we're constantly going through things in everyday life that are affecting us, without us consciously being aware of it, it's affecting us internally. It's affecting our energy, it's affecting your cells, it's affecting your bones, it's affecting every part of you. And I've recently started doing a level 2, level 3 personal training instructor course, and looking into that, doing the anatomy and physiology, which is deep. It's deep. It's really, really deep. I mean, I've done anatomy and physiology before, but this is a whole other level. This is really, really deep, and it shows you just how amazing the human body is at repairing itself without any intervention whatsoever. The human body, the physiology, the stuff that goes on in the body, without us even being consciously aware of it, that your ANS and your peripheral nervous system and everything that goes on within us without even being aware of it, it's mind-blowing. So when you go into these states of wonderful places of relaxation, there is so much more going on than you can be aware of, that you can consciously think of and put your mind to. And this is the wonder of Reiki. This is the wonder of relaxation. This is the wonder of finding peace within your day, within your week, within your month, and every day if possible. Meditation, mindfulness, Reiki, hypnotherapy, just any practices that are going to instill a level of peace within you are going to bring healing to each and every day. And you're going to be more empowered. You're going to feel amazing after each session. You will. It's guaranteed to happen. And I experienced that from my very first Reiki session, before I'd even decided that, this is what I need to do. I need to get this message out about how amazing Reiki is and how powerful it is and how healing it is. And that very first session, I can still remember, after having that very first session with my now Reiki master, just feeling just so light, so just amazing, and just leaving on what we call the pink fluffy cloud. You just float out the door. You just do feel amazing. And all the other modalities that I use, when I do meditation groups, when I do hypnotherapy groups, or when I work with hypnotherapy clients or Reiki clients, they always say how light and how peaceful and how relaxed they feel. And that is what it's all about. There is so much power, there is so much healing, just some relaxation. And we're so conditioned to not relax. We're so conditioned to be full of stress. We're so conditioned to worry about making this sales target, or being able to do that, or being able to go there, or the job, or pay the bills, or the mortgage, and this and that. And all this stuff gets piled onto us, bump, 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 and we're carrying all around this shit that we don't need, really. It's just like, it will take care of itself. We just need to let go of the worry of that and focus on us. How often do you actually say, how often can you honestly say to yourself, how many times a day do you pause for you? How many times a week do you take for you? To just stop. How many times in the week do you actually do something that is just for you, that is focused on your health and wellness? Whether it be the gym, whether it be meditation, whether it's going for a massage, whether it's just anything, just a walk in nature, just to get away from all the shit that you have to deal with each and every day, making time for you. And that is one of the amazing wonders of Reiki, and how powerful it is, whether it's in person with me, whether it's distance with me, or whether it's with a totally different practitioner and client that you feel drawn to. The thing is about Reiki and about the clients will be drawn to the practitioner, and the practitioner will be drawn to the clients, depending on their needs. And I had this conversation just the other day with a PT, and they were saying how their clients are very drawn to them because of how she found her journey within PT. And I said, that's exactly the same for me with Reiki, with hypnotherapy, with all my clients. They're all drawn to me because of my expertise and what I've worked through, and mental health, anxiety, panic attacks, all that sort of stuff, and life in general, stress. And that's how my clients, they all feel drawn to me on that level as well, just to be able to just calm everything down. And there's so much power in that calming down, and the power of Reiki. So that's just one example of many of my clients that have, during their sessions, they've just felt, or they've been aware of something that they need to either do, or they need to let go of. Something that they need to change, that they just feel within that peace, within that relaxation, within that state of consciousness, that a little seed drops in and starts to bloom and flourish. And the more Reiki sessions you have, the more seeds will be planted, and more things will bloom. And in time, you too will bloom. You will look and feel amazing. You will feel like you can just take on anything. It becomes a state of way of being. It becomes a state of mind. And that is the power of Reiki. Once you come to realize that actually you too are Reiki. Reiki is universal energy. It's universal consciousness. It is the power of the universe, and we're all made of the same stuff. We're all part of the universe. We are all one. So there is no separation between me and you. I know better just because I practice Reiki, and we're all just the same. We are all the same. But being able to find someone that will help you find that stillness, find that balance, and that is where the truth lies. That is where your truth lies. So try it. Try and sit with it. See what you feel. See what comes through. Sometimes as well, things will come through that make you feel, oh, I'm not sure about that. I don't like that. I don't like the feeling that's coming in there. That's what you need to work on. That is where you need to look. The message is coming from the stillness. And because we're so conditioned to be constantly geared to going here, there and everywhere, doing this, doing that, going there, feeding that, doing that, picking up that, paying this, paying that. We're so conditioned to do all of this stuff that we forget to just stop and listen to ourselves. Listen to ourselves. It's the most powerful thing you can do. And talk to your body. When you're listening to yourself, respond to it and speak to it. I recently made a video about procrastination and fear and all that sort of stuff. So if you've seen it, great. There's great message in that video. I'll link it below as well for you to check out if you haven't watched it. And the message within that was, for me, was again from speaking to my body. But you may not be consciously aware of what your body is trying to tell you. You may not be able to get into that. You may still be in the mind, you may still be in the ego. That's where you need to start the journey of finding stillness, inner peace, quietude, quietening the mind. And once you get into that flow state of being able to be present, to be able to be in the mind, then the answers will come. Then you will find that inner peace. You will separate yourself from the ego, from the mind, and the peace will speak to you. That is where it is. That is the power of Reiki, finding stillness, finding peace. If you want to book your healing with me, again, all my links are below, so check out my website, check out my socials, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Much love. Take care. Bye for now.